of surviving right now. I make $20 an hour, and I work like 35, 38 hours a week, and my bills are literally the bare minimum, and I have to budget every single penny just to barely scrape by. And like I said, my bills are the very minimum. The only bills that I have for like pleasure is Spotify and Adobe Photoshop, which I could cancel honestly. But I don't want to cancel Spotify because I work overnight stocking groceries, and if I didn't have Spotify, I would lose my fucking mind. But I have literally budgeted every single penny. Like, when I get my check, half of it immediately goes to a bank account that only my bills get drawn through. And then whatever's left is what I have for food, gas, and anything else that I want to buy. And I mean, it's literally down to the nickel and dime. So if I miss a day of work, I'm fucked. Like, I don't understand how anyone is making it. I don't even have a family. I can't imagine how much harder it would be if I was trying to support anyone else besides just myself, because it feels fucking impossible.
You know, I'm convinced $40 an hour is the new 18. What you used to could do for $18 an hour and how you could live, now you pretty much have to make 40 to do the same thing. Anytime you have any kind of come up or raise, they just tax you more and everything gets more expensive. It's almost like it's designed so you can't get ahead. But you know, you got people paying $400,000 to $450,000 for a 2,000 square foot house, 3 bedroom, 2 bath. And what is your payment on that a month? $2,400? It's just, that's insane. People paying $100,000 for an SUV, and 9 out of 10 of them don't make it 50,000 miles before some major recall. Like, how do we even get to this point? And you've always got those people that say, $4, that is excellent money. Yeah, if we were still living in the 1980s, Margaret, but it's 2025. The economy's trash, everything's expensive, and like I said, the system is designed so you can't get ahead.
25 an hour is like the new $12 an hour in 2025. And the old folks don't get it because 25 an hour back in the day, you was balling. Now, bro, you can't. Come on, bro. Let me break it down. 25 an hour is what, 52 a year? Before taxes. So after taxes, you looking at what? Let's round down. 40K. Let's use some easy numbers. So over the course of a year, you working with $40,000. 40. So now let's kick in the bills. Let's start with housing. Average apartment costs $2,000 a month. Over the course of 12 months, that's $24K. That's already half gone. They're talking about, oh, your housing should only be 30% of what you make. How? I just took the average, and it's all half my income already gone. 30% of my income would mean 30% of 40K, which is 12,000, which divided by 12 is 1,000 a month. Where is anybody gonna live for 1,000 a month? So housing already took over half. We had 16 already. Next, we got transportation. Let's do car note, car insurance, and gas all in one. And I could be lowballing, but let's just say $750 for easy numbers. $750 times 12 is 9,000. We already at 16,000 left. Minus the 9, what is that? 7,000. We're already at 7,000. I only listed 2 things. Next, we got groceries. Gotta eat, right? Let's say we spend $100 a week on groceries. We're gonna be generous. 1,000 a week. That's 4 weeks. That's $400 times 12. What is that? 4,800. Let's round up and say 5,000. 5,000 a year on groceries. We at 7,000. 7 minus the 5. We had $2,000 left already. I don't even need to calculate anything else. We already at 2,000 from 40 and only named 3-4 things. I didn't include any debt that you may have, credit cards, all that. I didn't talk about health insurance. I didn't talk about if you had kids, if you had pets, any emergencies that you had, car maintenance, anything that you wanted for yourself. I didn't talk about any of that. Off of $40,000, only named 3-4 things, and you already at $2,000. What are we talking about? So anytime somebody be talking about $25 an hour is good, man, no, it's not. And I'm not being ungrateful. I'm being realistic. $25 an hour gets you nothing. If anything, it puts you in the hole. You don't even break even.
So I know that everybody's been on kind of their like individualized rants about the state of the economy right now. I just wanted to add my own perspective to what I'm feeling as far as the state of the economy and what's happening to all of us right now and the fatigue that we're feeling. For those of us that are saying that the system is broken, the system is not broken. The system is working exactly as it's intended to. Capitalism is not supposed to benefit the people. It's not supposed to benefit the everyday working class, such as you and I. It's not supposed to benefit the poor. It's not supposed to benefit the disabled. If anything, it kills all of us off. Essentially, we are worked like little worker bees until we eventually get whatever little bit of money, and then we pass on to the next life. There is no winning in a system like this. And I know there are a bunch of people that are trying to promote this hustle culture. Oh yeah, I worked 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 jobs and I got here and this, that, and the third. If you think that's actually winning, then good for you, because truthfully, you really didn't make it anywhere. You didn't make it anywhere because, to be quite honest, think about you working these 6, 7, 8, 10 jobs that you work, and suddenly one day you break your foot. Suddenly one day you come down with an unexplained cough that suddenly turns into cancer and you need extensive treatment. You go broke with medical bills. Say, for instance, your business burns the fuck down and you have absolutely no money left because you gave it all to these fucking hefty insurance companies and these lawyers to pay for them to prove that your business burnt down and you weren't the one that burnt it down yourself. There are a number of things that can happen to you that can disable you. And once those things happen, you are literally walking an uphill battle to get back to the level that you thought you were at. Because it's just one thing that can send you into literal destruction in this economy. To everybody out there that's basically saying, oh, we just need to work hard, we need to do this, we need to do that. Working hard isn't really getting anybody anywhere. There are people right now that have been waiting months, years to get a job. I was one of those people that was fortunate enough to get jobs as quickly as I have because I work in the medical field. The medical field is desperately searching for people. And that's also in part because of the massive cuts and the poor work environments that the medical field, has. And this isn't anybody's fault. This isn't anybody's fault other than the system that was created. This system was destined to fail from the beginning. Working hard was not going to fix any of this. And it's a little shameful to see how many people are still bootlicking for corporations because they think just because they got a little bit of the piece of the pie because they sold their soul for it, they think everybody else is going to be attached to that. That's not really a pursuit of happiness. That's a pursuit of interest. That's a pursuit of capital. That's not really happiness when you're selling your soul to a company for years and years on end and then trying to brainwash somebody else into believing that that's the correct way to do things. No. Because all that is just running from poverty. Everyone's scared of poverty. Everyone's scared of being one missed paycheck away from being on the street, especially in the heat that's being furthered by climate change and all of these rollbacks and things that are happening because of the current administration. It's extremely interesting to me. And I know, people will sit up here and call me entitled or call anybody else entitled. But as someone who has been in poverty for pretty much all of their life, I'm 27. I have been in poverty literally all of my life. I lost my mother to poverty. My mother died because she couldn't afford her medications and she eventually just gave up. She worked herself to death because she was trying to provide a better life for her kids. And that also devastated my oldest brother, who was also deceased because he drank himself to death because of poverty, because he was also struggling too, which forced him into drinking, which also doesn't help because the area that he was in was surrounded by nothing but liquor stores. because in predominantly black areas, there are nothing but liquor stores and literal food deserts. So if this is the American dream that y'all think that people are trying to chase, it's really not working for everybody. It's really not even working for the bootlicking that y'all are doing.